Imagine taking one of the most famous luxury touring motorcycles in the world and transforming it into a machine with 3 wheels, even more stability, and an entirely different road presence. That is the idea behind the 2026 Honda Gold Wing Trike. While Honda continues to build the Gold Wing as a 2-wheeled touring motorcycle, Gold Wing Trikes are typically created by specialist conversion companies using a Gold Wing as the foundation. That distinction is important, but it does not make the concept any less exciting. In fact, for riders who love the comfort and performance of the Gold Wing but want additional stability, a trike conversion can create a very interesting alternative. The Gold Wing has always been designed around long-distance travel. It combines a powerful horizontally opposed 6-cylinder engine, advanced electronics, impressive luggage capacity, premium comfort, and a refined riding experience. When that platform is converted into a 3-wheeled machine, the basic character remains familiar, but the way the vehicle behaves on the road changes significantly. For 2026, the latest Gold Wing platform continues to represent Honda's premium touring philosophy. The heart of the machine is its 1,833cc horizontally opposed 6-cylinder engine. It is a smooth, torquey powerplant designed less around aggressive acceleration and more around effortless long-distance performance. The engine produces strong low-end and mid-range torque, allowing the Gold Wing to move its substantial weight without feeling strained. On a trike, that engine becomes especially important because the conversion adds additional structure and weight. Depending on the conversion design, wheels, suspension components, bodywork, and other equipment can increase the overall mass. Fortunately, the Gold Wing's 6-cylinder engine has plenty of usable torque, making it well suited to this type of application. The engine is one of the biggest reasons the Gold Wing platform works so well for touring. It is exceptionally smooth, and that smoothness becomes noticeable after hours on the road. Instead of constantly working to maintain speed, the rider can simply enjoy the effortless thrust of the engine. Whether climbing a highway grade, carrying luggage, or traveling with a passenger, the Gold Wing has the character of a machine designed for serious mileage. Transmission options are another major part of the Gold Wing experience. Depending on the specific 2026 Gold Wing configuration used for the conversion, riders can have access to Honda's sophisticated dual-clutch transmission. The DCT system can automatically select gears, allowing the rider to concentrate more on steering, braking, traffic, and the overall journey. For a touring trike, that can be particularly attractive because the vehicle already has a different riding technique compared with a conventional motorcycle. However, the biggest transformation comes from the rear of the vehicle. A traditional Gold Wing has one rear wheel. A trike conversion replaces that arrangement with 2 rear wheels and a specially engineered rear suspension and chassis system. This dramatically changes the vehicle's stability at low speeds and when stopped. For many riders, that additional stability is the main reason to choose a trike. A conventional motorcycle requires the rider to balance the machine, especially when coming to a complete stop. A trike does not require the same balancing technique. At a traffic light, during parking maneuvers, or while slowly moving through crowded areas, the 3-wheel configuration can feel much more reassuring. This can also make the Gold Wing platform attractive to riders who have become less comfortable managing a heavy motorcycle at low speeds. The standard Gold Wing is already a large touring machine, and adding a passenger and luggage can make slow-speed balance more demanding. A trike removes much of that challenge. But there is an important trade-off. A trike does not simply ride like a motorcycle with one extra wheel. The steering response, cornering technique, braking behavior, and overall road feel are different. Instead of leaning naturally into a corner like a 2-wheeled motorcycle, the rider generally steers the trike through the turn. That means familiar motorcycle habits may need to be adjusted. The result can be extremely stable, but it requires a different mindset. Experienced riders usually adapt quickly, but anyone moving from a conventional motorcycle to a trike should spend time learning how the machine reacts to steering inputs, acceleration, braking, and uneven pavement. Suspension is another important consideration. The front of the vehicle retains the sophisticated Gold Wing architecture, while the rear suspension is substantially changed by the conversion. Different trike manufacturers use different suspension layouts, materials, geometry, and tuning philosophies. Some focus heavily on comfort, while others emphasize sharper handling. That means there is no single universal 2026 Honda Gold Wing Trike specification. 2 Gold Wing Trikes can look similar but behave differently depending on the conversion system used. This is one of the most important things buyers should understand before purchasing. Design is where these machines become particularly impressive. The original Gold Wing already has a distinctive touring silhouette, with its broad front fairing, integrated luggage, low center of gravity, and substantial bodywork. A trike conversion adds wider rear bodywork and 2 rear wheels, creating a much more substantial visual footprint. From the front, the machine still carries the recognizable Gold Wing identity. The large fairing provides excellent wind protection, while the lighting and premium bodywork give the motorcycle a sophisticated appearance. From the rear, however, the transformation is immediately obvious. The wider stance gives the machine a more automotive presence without completely losing its motorcycle character. The extra width also provides opportunities for additional storage and customized bodywork. Depending on the conversion, buyers may find integrated trunk areas, larger rear compartments, passenger backrests, custom lighting, upgraded wheels, and distinctive exterior finishes. Comfort remains one of the strongest Gold Wing advantages. The rider's seat is designed for long-distance travel, and passenger comfort is equally important. A well-equipped Gold Wing Trike can become a genuine two-person touring machine, capable of covering hundreds of miles in a day without turning the journey into an endurance test. The seating position is relaxed, the handlebars are positioned for touring, and the fairing helps reduce wind fatigue. Features such as heated grips, heated seats, premium audio, navigation-related functions, smartphone connectivity, and electronic rider assistance can make long journeys significantly easier. The Gold Wing's infotainment system is another major part of the experience. Modern touring riders expect more than an engine and wheels. They want navigation, communication, music, and connectivity integrated into the vehicle. The Gold Wing platform provides that modern technology while maintaining the mechanical character that touring enthusiasts appreciate. Safety technology is also important. Depending on the exact Gold Wing model and conversion, riders can benefit from advanced braking systems, traction management, electronic rider assistance, and other safety features. However, the conversion itself must be engineered correctly. The additional rear wheels change braking forces and chassis dynamics, so the quality of the conversion is extremely important. This is where buyers should avoid choosing a trike purely because it looks impressive. A professionally engineered conversion should be evaluated for suspension quality, braking performance, chassis construction, alignment, steering geometry, weight distribution, and overall workmanship. The company performing the conversion matters almost as much as the Honda platform underneath it. Performance on the highway is one of the strongest reasons to consider this type of machine. Once moving at cruising speed, the long wheelbase, substantial bodywork, and three-wheel stance can create a relaxed and planted feeling. The six-cylinder engine provides smooth acceleration, while the aerodynamic fairing protects the rider from much of the wind. On winding roads, however, the experience becomes more nuanced. The trike can feel very secure, but the rider needs to understand how the three-wheel configuration affects cornering. Steering inputs become more important, and aggressive cornering should not be approached with the same technique used on a two-wheel Gold Wing. Braking also deserves attention. A heavy touring machine carrying two people and luggage needs powerful, predictable brakes. A properly engineered Gold Wing Trike conversion should maintain strong braking capability while distributing braking forces effectively across the three wheels. Riders should nevertheless remember that stopping distances depend on speed, road conditions, tires, passenger weight, luggage, and the specific conversion. Another major advantage is confidence when maneuvering at low speed. Parking a large touring motorcycle can sometimes be stressful because the rider must maintain balance while controlling a significant amount of weight. A trike makes this situation much easier. The machine can remain upright without the rider constantly managing side-to-side balance. That advantage becomes even more noticeable when traveling with a passenger. A passenger can change the balance and feel of a motorcycle, particularly during stops and slow turns. On a trike, the additional rear wheel provides a more stable platform, allowing both rider and passenger to feel more secure. Fuel economy is naturally influenced by the Gold Wing's weight, engine size, aerodynamics, rider behavior, and the added mass of the trike conversion. Buyers should not expect economy car efficiency. This is a large luxury touring machine built to provide comfort and performance rather than minimal fuel consumption. The same applies to maintenance. The Honda Gold Wing itself has a strong reputation as a sophisticated touring platform, but a trike introduces additional